So today, obviously, we're one day after a pretty bad game. A pretty bad game when it comes to the Indiana Fever, I will say. Not a great not a great game. Not a great half. First half, not a great second half. And touch wood, Caitlin Clark's eye is okay. But we got to talk about some of these like viewership numbers, because this year the Indiana Fever were more viewed. More people watched Caitlin Clark this season on average than what watched Victor Wembanyama. So take a look at this. Fever games averaged 1 point, if it excludes NBA TV, which doesn't count because, again, like, no game I think has had over 1 million. She's also, by the way, had 5 of the top 10 most viewed NBA TV games in the past year. So we have to talk about that, or the past 2 years, or 2 years. Either way, the Spurs averaged 1.1 million, 1.39 million excluding NBA TV, 1.59 million versus 1.39. They literally averaged, even if we include NBA TV, they averaged more viewers than Victor Wembanyama. More viewers than Wemby. And they also had more viewers than the Sixers. More people watched her than watched the Sixers, who play in Philly. They had more viewers than the Sixers. I also would assume they have more viewers than the Pacers. Like, the biggest basketball team in Indiana is the Fever. A team who won 18 games combined in the 2 years previous. They won 18 games combined in the previous 2 years. I repeat, they won 18 games combined in 2 years, and they are now the biggest team in Indiana, which is mad. But it says here, though short of the Lakers, so I just want to see what the official thing is. Though short of the Lakers, Warriors, and Celtics, and Knicks. They were only short of the Lakers, Warriors, Celtics, and Knicks? Man, the WNBA got screwed. They got screwed in the media deal. I think they're only getting paid like 1% of the NBA's revenue, and people are saying, oh, the 1% is too much. Man, if one of your teams is more viewed than 26 of the 30 NBA teams, like, man, to be fair, I will say, like, if every team could negotiate their own deals, the Indiana Fever over the next 6 years could probably have negotiated a bigger deal than the entire WNBA. And I'm not joking. The Indiana Fever probably could have, if they went, say, to ESPN, if they were able to negotiate the ESPN, that every one of their games be on ESPN over the next X amount of years, they probably could negotiate themselves for $200 million a year. Let's be real. But there are also a lot of games getting good viewership. There are other games getting good viewership as well. And I would say the viewership is going to break the all-time record for the WNBA Finals. But I still also think the WNBA Finals is going to be less viewed than yesterday, considering it was on ABC. I wouldn't be surprised if yesterday is the record since, like, obviously in the 2000s when the WNBA was big, but at the same time, people don't realize that the 2000s numbers are all so huge because, 1, illegal streaming wasn't a thing. 2, everyone watched TV. 3, people weren't just less people were just watching highlights, more people were watching the games. And 4, like, there was less on, no Netflix, no other stuff. So these kind of big events were a bigger thing. So it is always really interesting. But, like, can you guys, like, I got called out for calling Caitlin Clark the new face of basketball. Who's the face of basketball then? Is the face of basketball Anthony Edwards? Because Caitlin Clark averages more viewers than Anthony Edwards. Is the face of basketball Wemby? Because Caitlin Clark averages more viewers than Wemby. Is the face of basketball Luka? Because Caitlin Clark averages more viewers than Luka. And you can't say it is, like, unless you want to say it's still LeBron and Steph. But, like, the Knicks were still getting, why did I click Grok? But, like, the Knicks were still getting huge views when they were garbage. The Knicks are the Knicks, the Celtics are the Celtics, and the Lakers are the Lakers. Like, you don't count, doesn't matter who plays for them. Just the Lakers were still getting views during the freaking Jeremy Lin era. The Celtics were still getting views during the half season where it was the Marcus Smart era. I'm trying to think who was on that 2014-15 team, the Kelly Olynyk Celtics, before IT came there. He only got IT in mid-season. But yeah, there's no question. There is absolutely no question about it that you've got like a face of basketball there. You've got an unbelievable player and just an unbelievable situation where she is probably up there with them. If she plays like she did yesterday, dear Lord. Like, even the shots weren't going in. She just decided, nah, I'm just not going to shoot. Like, that's genuinely what she decided. She just decided, nah, we're going to be running through Kelsey Mitchell today. You're playing the 2. But no, in general, the Fever have been an extremely exciting team to watch. Yesterday was puke basketball, which even if the Fever were hitting shots and the Connecticut's on miss and the Fever won, I will still call it puke basketball. We've won. You can win ugly. Playoffs a lot of the time is ugly wins. I was about to say it's very rare you see great games of basketball in the playoffs, but like that Lynx Mercury game was an unbelievable game of basketball. Man, like we would have been swept 2-0, but imagine being treated to Caitlin Clark versus the Lynx in her first playoff series. That would have been basketball cinema right now. It would have been a sweep. Like, we don't win a game against the Lynx. I don't think the Fever are out of this series because the Sun can also get as red hot as the Sun got yesterday. They very rarely are red hot. They're normally ice cold. They can get ice cold and drop 60 in a game. So that can happen too. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the video. Let me know what you guys think. For me, it's impressive that only the 4 biggest teams in the freaking NBA, like, she's getting more views than the Dallas Mavericks, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Denver Nuggets, who were the champions last season. And she's pulling in more views for WNBA games than all of those players. Like, the WNBA are celebrating that a certain amount of games got over 1 million views during the year. I think it was like, 21 or something? I think it was 19 of them, including Caitlin Clark. Anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.